Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going for something really cozy because I have my planner over here and I have my cup of tea and I have some lo-fi music prepared. This can only mean one thing. We are going to create a planner setup for 2025, which I'm really excited about. As you remember, I'm going for an undated common planner by Sterling Ing this year. And I'm so looking forward to just organizing it and creating something special for me. So if you want to see how I do it, if you're looking for some inspiration or if you're looking to share some ideas, then without further ado, let's just do it. Okay, let's go. And by the way, of course, I'm joined today by my co-host Grisha, who is just, well, vibing and chilling and having the time of his life. But let's go. So my common planner is over here. I have used the cover that I had on my Muji B6 planner and I'm surprised it worked because Muji is so much thinner, but still, check it out. I have a cover. Now I don't have to worry about my planner getting all, dirty. So, okay, let's go. Any planner for me begins with the yearly spread. So things for 2025, I'm going with 12-week plans as my main goals. We're gonna adapt that over here, but first things first, last video we have created a vision for 2025 for our year for actually, 5 years I've been creating a vision. And I used it as an inspiration to create my yearly vision. So I'm gonna put some of those photos that I made over here, and I also wanna write down some of the things that, I feel like my 2025 should be like over here. So before that, I just want to add a little bit of character to the page. And by the way, don't judge me. I'm really not that crafty. I try to repeat some of the things that I see on the internet, but it doesn't work out really nice all the time. So whatever happens, it happens. That's just a process, and I inspire you to feel that way as well. So let's go. Guys, I have just realized that I forgot to click record button on the camera that is here on the top doing this. So unfortunately you haven't seen how I have been creating this spread. Okay, but it happens, whatever. I'm gonna be more attentive next time. But what I did, okay, this is my yearly spread. On this side of the page, I have added a little bit of paper and a sticker saying 2025. So I'm gonna put here my vision for 2025, and over here I have a small vision board. So, it's just a spread that I wanna use to, inspire myself now and then over the course of the year. On the next spread of Common Planner, we are supposed to do a goal breakdown. So we have someday, one day, half year, quarterly, monthly, blah, blah, blah. I am not planning to use it the way the author of the notebook have, meant it to be, I guess, but I'm still gonna use it in some way that works for me. So I mentioned before that 12-week planning is something similar to quarterly planning. So we have quarterly column over here, and what I'm gonna do is use it to create my 12-week goals. So each square over here, I want to dedicate to a specific 12-week rolling plans. And since I mentioned before that we got to focus only on some things that really truly matter, it's more than enough because I'm planning to use maybe 2 to 3 goals each 12-week session and just dedicate myself completely to it. As for the other columns, I'm liking someday because this is something that I can use as a bucket list. So let's do that. So you get the point. You just create a list of all small things that you probably want to do someday. So it's going to be over here for you to take a look at any time. But as for the 1 year, half year, monthly, weekly, and daily goals, I'm not yet sure how to use this. I'm going to have some definitely 1 year goals over here because even though I'm using the 12 weeks approach, there's still some things, and it doesn't forbid me to create in some big goals when it comes, for example, to traveling, to learning a music instrument or something like that. Because 12 weeks are like top priority that's gonna lead me to the place where I wanna be in 5 years. But I still have some aspirations and small things that I wanna do in a year, and I'm definitely gonna put it over here. So let me know what I can do with other columns over here. Let me know how you use it. If you have a similar layout. Next, we're moving on to this spread, which I'm going to use as in Hobonichi as the habit tracker. Though they also have this page over here, which I'm also not sure how I'm gonna use, but still. The habit tracker layout worked perfectly for me in Hobonichi vertically, so this is exactly what I'm gonna do. And let me show you how, for example, January can look like. And this is pretty much it. So the way I usually do it is, well, I just put a small dot over here if the habit is accomplished, and that way I create a nice, beautiful spreads. So this is going to be my habit tracker, and now let's move on to the next spread, which is actually the monthly spread. So this is a regular layout that they have in the Undated Planner. And what we're gonna do now is actually also try to create a January spread. So here is where I wanna use my stamp set because, well, I wanna put the January over here in a nice letters. So let's do this. Okay, so here's how it turned out to be. Yes, I know it looks a little bit messy, but I still like the way it looks, and I don't mind being messy because this is just the way it works. This is how we learn. You see, at some point I got a little bit better, so whatever. I think that we shouldn't be that crazy and try to do perfection every single time, just rip out paper if we don't feel like it is not even close to being perfect. So yeah. And to top it off, to finish it off, I want to add some stickers to this page so it has a little bit of character to it and it aligns with the general theme of my planner. You see, it's super minimalistic, yet it still looks pretty cute, and I again like the way it turned out. As you remember the way I used the monthly spreads, I put over here my monthly goals. So it's gonna be nice to just do a little bit of spread over here because I'm gonna have my 12-week goal and then I can spread it into a monthly to-do list. And over here I usually put a mood tracker or something like that. And apart from that, I also like to add the big dates or big events that I had during that period of time. So for example, on Wednesday, I'm gonna have a flight. So that means that I just wanna put it over here. And I'm gonna use a small teeny tiny sticker with a little bit of color to it and just say that it's gonna be my flight. And this is the way I use monthly spreads. I'm not sure if I should add like any background color to the dates to make them stand out a little bit more. I think they are good the way they are, but you still let me know what you think about the monthly spread. Next, we have our weekly spread. And I'm gonna use my weekly spreads in 2025 to create my to-do list both for work and for personal life. So, well, I think it's gonna be, work in progress, but I still wanna prepare the layout of this page, at least to show you how the January can look like, the first week of January. Okay, so this is how my weekly spread turned out in the end. I think it should not be overloaded with things overall because as the week goes by, I started to put here my tasks and that's when the action is happening. Yes, of course, my cat is over here. So this is the plan, how I'm gonna use it. So next spread that we have over here is actually daily pages. But as I mentioned before, I'm not going to use them for daily planning because I have my weekly spreads for that. I don't need that many space to plan my tasks. So instead, I'm going to do some journaling here. And this is why I like the undated version, because I'm free to go and consume as much space as I want. And it's okay if I don't fill in the pages all at once. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think I will start the year with like wishing myself something, celebrating the new year itself. So I have this sticker pack for the new year that I'm gonna use right now to just create a little bit of mood, and then I'm gonna wish myself something for the new year. So here I'm gonna put some wishes for New Year for me, but this is something that I'm gonna do on New Year's Eve. And then I can start with my journaling. So for journaling, again, I'm just gonna use my stamper because I want to be consistent, in creating the headers for my days. And then I'm gonna write down my journal entry for that day. And the final spread that I want to create when it comes to setup of my journal, the spread that I know that I'm going to use is my bookshelf or books reading log or something like that. Because yes, I've been reading quite a lot. I haven't reached the goal of reading 77 books this year, but I've reached 60, which is good enough. And I want to continue, and I love reading. So this is why I want to have a whole spread dedicated to the books I've read. So guys, this is it for today. I'm really happy that you joined me, and I'm looking forward to see your comments and ideas in the comment section as usual. And other than that, I wish you a beautiful and amazing day. And as usual, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.